These are Apex myths that got busted. Or did they? So you decide if they're actually true or false. You might think you know number 12, but you may be surprised.
Do some legends actually move faster than others? In particular, do legends like Gibraltar,
this is a good one,
Newcastle, and some of the bigger guys
short ones
slower?
move faster?
Simply put, absolutely not. Apex Legends' core base movement has every legend running at the same speed. This includes sprinting, walking, and likewise when they have their guns out and their guns stowed.
I'm gonna do a pause here. This is, I can elaborate on this. People actually thought legends move at different speeds because it was the arm pumping. Because slower legends, or the bigger legends, slower legends, pump their arms slower, and the quote-unquote faster legends, not that they're actually faster, they pump their arms faster.
There is like a different pumping and footstep cadence for each legend, but I was gonna say I thought that legends move different speeds because shorter ones, like have you ever been in a little car, like a 90s Honda Civic, like it's like a go-kart, like so you're going 20 miles an hour, it feels really fast, whereas when you're like an F-150, you're going 20 miles an hour, far from the ground. But I think it like, dude, I swear, I think they
psychological. I think it's busted. He already said it was busted. Okay, there's nothing more to discuss.
I am an Apex revisionist.
Even regardless of the weapon they are holding. Now, don't get me wrong, when you strafe while aiming down sights, you are going to move faster with, say, an SMG than you would with an LMG,
we know this.
But for basic movements, unless a legend has a specific movement-altering ability, every legend does move at the same speed. Some legends are taller or shorter, making them feel as if they are moving at different speeds due to
this is what you're talking about. This is what you're talking about. Yeah, feel.
Can Gibraltar's gun shield be recharged with a cell? Gibraltar's gun shield has a 9-second timer to recharge if fully broken. A lot of people think that you can pop a cell or a battery if just your gun shield breaks, or even if your armor breaks, and then it will, by extension,
that's a crazy theory.
Pausing that, dude, I swear to God, like,
that's a crazy theory.
This is like some like butterfly effect or whatever. I think season 0, it was true. Dude, I swear to God, I believed it. I believed this for a while. So this one got me. This one got me. Okay.
You believe this?
After testing, we can tell that this is false.
Myth. Stims make you go faster on the zip rails on Broken Moon. Obviously, on the new zip rail
that's
system,
not real.
You'll
That's
probably
true.
know by now that you can get pretty speedy.
Look at, he's going so fast.
You may not have
He's editing.
Oh, that was editing? That's like Hollywood magic?
Zip rails, so today I wanted to test out if it actually does anything. To test this properly, I turned on the velocity counter in the top left of the screen there, and as you're going to see here, I put both of the stim and gameplay side by side, so you can see that actually stimming on the zip rails does absolutely nothing.
It's
so
the same.
Is a myth busted. Honestly, I kind of wish this one works, not gonna lie.
Dude, you gotta stop believing these conspiracy theories. Like what is going on, dude?
Guns open doors. Actually, this is half true. If you aren't aware, some
This
weapons
is true.
will
This is
open
true.
doors if you shoot them. The big thing is it depends on the caliber of weapon. In general, marksman or sniper weapons are the only guns that can do this. Plus, you need to shoot the door on the open side, not the hinge side. This means the side that the door handle is on. If you do this, the door.
The wingman you can do it on.
Wait a minute. Time out.
The wingman can do it on.
I thought you had to shoot the handle. I swear to God. I thought you had to. I thought it was like a button you were hitting. It's not. Dude, it's like side rather than.
Dude, I'm learning a lot about you.
I always shot the button. It always worked.
I'm learning a lot more about you.
And it can be a great way to troll or shoot enemies if they are in a building and they aren't holding that door closed.
Everybody's holding doors, though.
That can do this, to name a few at least, are going to be the 30-30 repeater, the charge rifle, the sentinel sniper rifle, the longbow sniper rifle, and the wingman.
And the wingman.
Do hot drop zones have better loot than standard zones, and do they always spawn a golden weapon?
Oh, this has to be early Apex.
This is very early. This is very early.
How loot works. In that video, I found that hot drop zones do have better loot than standard zones. Think of the loot in a hot.
Dude, he worked hard on this.
This is like year 1 Apex. Everyone's grinding their ass off on content creation effort. This is
this is I love this. I love seeing old school game immersion. This is cool, but it's funny, you would never ask this question today, but back in the day it was like, do the hot zones actually have hot loot? Like, is it working? And is there guaranteed gold knockdown? That's a good question.
Hot drop zone.
Did it have guaranteed gold knock?
High tier zones.
No.
But it also has more weapon spawns and less.
There weren't gold weapons yet.
Standalone ammo spawns. This means there's a higher chance to find high level armor, high level meds, and level 3 weapon attachments. Myth confirmed. Now, do hot drop zones always
more.
spawn a golden weapon?
Well, yeah, do they have better loot?
Is,
Yes.
Unfortunately, no. There's a 79% chance the golden spawn node will spawn a golden weapon, and a 21% chance it will be either of the 3 weapons shown on the chart
old
on
UI.
screen now.
Whoa. He had a freaking pie chart.
Myth. There is a rock outside of the map on Broken Moon.
That can't be real.
Like a fragment.
Play on.
That can't be real.
Guys,
No.
But as soon as I saw this rock on Broken Moon, I knew it was my mission to get there and play on it. I mean, it looks so close. It looks like you should be able to get there.
Dude, okay. Quick pause. When Broken Moon first came out, I thought that laser part would kill you. So that's why I never bothered jumping in there. I remember looking at it with you.
It's intimidating.
With a jump pad and a Pathfinder grapple, it turns out that you can actually not play on it. It's not playable. Of course not.
Does Ash's arc snare go faster if you hold it before releasing? I've seen this one being thrown around
There's
a lot.
no
and
way
it's
that's
actually
real.
One of the
No
reasons
way.
that we're making
It's not
this
going
video.
faster.
Holding the tactical
No.
button will cause a
It
change
wouldn't.
in the animation, and it will make it glow blue, but it only changes the animation. It doesn't go faster, and there is no benefit from holding it for longer. We can easily test this out, as when we're comparing footage where we release the snare at the same time, it hits the target at the same time as well.
Dude.
I'm not
pause.
surprised. I'm not surprised.
Where are these conspiracy theories coming from?
I mean, maybe they're scraping
There's
the bottom
no
of Reddit.
way.
Maybe they're scraping the bottom of Reddit. Dude, believe it or not,
There's
there
no
are
way
people. There
believe
are not
this.
people. There are people who like really. There are people that ask those kinds of things, man. All right.
Kill with a loot drop. So this is a revisit of this myth from the previous episode.
Oh, you can definitely die with loot drop
from the comments. So
100%.
if you actually drop a loot,
You shouldn't anymore. You could back when you were
It
like
doesn't
pinned
hurt.
in the corner.
So an example here is
Not
if it's
always.
coming down directly
Did you
above
die in like season
even
0
though
though?
Hold on, pause. This will happen if you get pinned, like if you're squished between like yourself and like a box or wall, so you couldn't move out of the way.
Exactly.
But
Pinned.
generally, I feel
push
like
you.
the care package would push you out. So let's see what happens
But
here.
season 0 didn't it
red
kill you?
indicator warning you.
Let's see.
It just pushes you out of the way. Now, of course, I'd love a custom mode where I can actually drop it on
See, look.
enemies and see what happens.
Look at this.
But if you jam yourself into a corner,
This is exactly what I'm talking
about, then drop down your loot crate, you have nowhere to go. And this is based on suggestions in the comments that if you jam yourself into a corner and drop a loot crate, it will kill you. It won't even down you.
Nice.
It's an instant
Will it still
death.
do that? Will it still do that in season 20 whatever
Wait.
that we're in?
Yeah. Well, I knew this one. Huh? You?
I knew this one too. Hey,
Okay.
keep up. It's like 4-3 right now.
It's not a competition.
Oh, I thought we were doing like the McDonald's thing at the end.
As you may know, Season 4 of Apex
Jack.
is live
Jack.
now and introduced a new legend called Revenant. One
Oh.
of his abilities is a
Dude, Revenant has changed since this video. It's interesting to see the old
This is from the
OG
archive.
Rev. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
silent, and with so many abilities in the game, I wanted to test exactly how this works and what you can and can't silence. My friend Hads joined me and we discovered some really interesting things.
Ooh.
Start it. Right, move away a bit.
You can cancel a portal, can you? Let me see.
I think it cancels like every. Wait, it doesn't cancel that though.
Whoa.
So it's cancelled the portal. I'm silenced,
Yeah.
but when the time runs out, I can do it again.
Oh, it doesn't bring it back to
Okay,
0.
so what we'll do now is I'll do a 3,
Dude,
2,
that's
1
actually-
and then finish your portal. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, once you
That did
place
actually
it.
make it. So if I activate my
Once it's
ultimate
placed,
here,
it's still good.
place one rift there, and then I get silenced by the main man over there, Revenant, it actually stops it. The original rift gets deleted, but as soon as the silence wears off after 10 seconds, I can use my ultimate again. It hasn't cancelled the charge of my ultimate, so I could still make another portal.
cool.
It's just if you get hit whilst you're placing the exit, it will take you out of this whole animation.
I don't remember that
So if you
happening
put
too
a-
often.
Dude,
Honestly,
this is-
Revenants didn't like. It was hard to use the meatball effectively.
Yeah, it was weak, and I think they even gave him 2 meatballs. But I will say, looking back, the silence is probably the best or most interesting thing of his old kit. I really like. I didn't like the death totem, but I did like the silence. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I missed it. That I miss it because it was pretty impressive
I
at
don't miss
certain
it.
points. But current Rev, I think, is like really frustrating.
silence down there. And then I go.
Yeah, it wouldn't cancel. It wouldn't cancel.
You walk through the silence when you're in the void. It doesn't actually affect you.
Yeah.
So that's a cool way of avoiding it.
Can dropping your armor stop you from taking damage from Crypto's EMP?
Yes.
I love this one because it's a leftover habit from back.
Dude, this was the OG way of canceling out the Crypto EMP.
It was sick, and the whole team would just chuck him on the ground.
You just chuck your armor, you don't get the damage. Dude.
And then Lobo would gobble up the armors.
They did fix this. No, Lobo wasn't born yet, but they did fix this eventually.
Oh, did they? Did they? So if you take off your armor, the Crypto Drum will always damage the armor. That's what you're saying right now?
Yes, that's the new patch, right? They fixed that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Back in the day, when dropping your armor actually did stop Crypto's EMP from dealing damage to it.
I think I know something this video doesn't.
Relatively quickly.
See, look.
But professionals and Predator players are still dropping their armors when the EMP hits them. Why? Is it because Predators and pros are stupid? It's not because they don't want to take damage on the shield. They know they'll still get their shields damaged. But because the Crypto doing the EMP won't get any Evo shield charge on the damage. And they will also not reveal the information on what type of armor that they have. It's also worth mentioning that you can still hot swap an armor into a death box to save it from being hit from an EMP. And it's also worth mentioning that the EMP won't affect any armors that haven't been interacted with in the last 20 seconds.
Myth. Fuse, Seer, and Bloodhound can all scan through Catalyst Ultimate. Honestly, I can't even joke about this one. Catalyst Ultimate Wall is supposed to block all scans.
Pause.
Dude, this was
quick.
such a big problem.
This has been changed many times. And I don't
know
when
where
Ashton
we're
made
at
this
now.
video.
I don't know where we're at now. Well, this is definitely right when it was becoming a problem. When like the can't see anything meta was happening.
Dude, they've messed around with this a couple times, so I actually don't know if it's possible to see through.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I think it's
true, but right now
you can't
it blocks
at all.
literally no scans going through. Well, I mean that's not
wait.
entirely true. It does block Seer's tactical scan. You can't use Seer's tactical through a Catalyst wall, which is I mean it's okay, but it doesn't block Seer's ultimate, it doesn't block Fuse's ultimate, and most importantly and weirdly, it doesn't block Bloodhound's scan, but with Bloodhound's scan, when Bloodhound scans through a Catalyst ult, the scan also scans the Bloodhound who did the scan.
It was bizarre. That is, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Do bullets slow you down? If so, do certain bullets, like heavy bullets, slow you down more? This is a two-part myth. The first part was quite easy to determine. After some tests, I found that bullets do slow you down. You lose about 40% speed when getting shot at, which is then gradually regained. So part one of this myth.
Okay, pause. You know what's funny about this clip?
Is that Gibby's getting slowed and he doesn't get slowed anymore?
Right. This is a older Apex clip, and Gibby and Caustic and Pathfinder have since gotten a passive called Fortify where they don't get slowed by bullets. But it's funny seeing this because Merchant's using Gibby as a test subject.
All characters.
Is confirmed. Interestingly, after being shot consecutively, you lose that speed reduction and will just run at full speed eventually. Bangalore is also impacted by the speed reduction, but as soon as she is shot, she gets her speed buff added to her reduced speed. So whilst you do go a little slower than normal speed, it's massively faster than other legends in the same situation. So what about different bullet types? The overall results were that you typically get a 40% speed reduction from shotguns, heavy weapons, light weapons, and energy weapons. So myth busted.
Wow, that's pretty comprehensive. From
that is. You covered all the bases.
Yeah, I thought energy didn't slow you as much.
Oh, are you dumb?
Redeploying further with guns stowed. So this is another revisit of the previous episode.
That's not true.
Where I got suggestions saying that I was doing it wrong and I had to be pushing forward in order to actually go further. And I thought, all right, we can test this again. So this time I'm actually pushing to go out as far as I can, as best I can. So that's where I landed when I had my guns out. So we're going to go back now and try this again, but now we've actually stowed our weapons.
It's kind of interesting. It's not something I've thought about.
If the comments were right or if I was right.
My prediction is it doesn't matter.
Yeah, my prediction is it doesn't matter, but since then people have determined the best velocity to level out at. These people, we learned about swan diving. But I'm kind of curious about this stowed weapon thing.
Heading out to the next balloon and see if we can get further. This is the one where we should get further according to the myth. but it was busted in the previous episode, and it's busted in this episode. Exactly the same distance, no difference whatsoever, and that was pushing forward the entire time, so it's busted again.
Dude, people come up with the craziest conspiracy theories.
They do. They do.
Like who would think of that?
Yeah.
Like that just made up. Someone just made that up. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to see more of our React content, click on this link here.